First of all, Robert Preston Taylor was a chaplain, and he went to the Philippines in 1941. That wasn't a good year, 1941. The Japanese Pearl Harbor, the invasion of the Philippines, and the Bataan Death March. Robert Preston Taylor found himself on the Bataan Death March. 65,000 Allied soldiers. He would help them along the way in any way possible. Some would stumble, however, and get bayoneted, thrown to the side. They got to the prison camp. He had earned their trust and respect. He learned that in the prison camp there were guerrillas outside the wire that had medical supplies. Some of his fellow prisoners were getting infections from the tropical diseases, even life-threatening. Robert Preston Taylor had the courage and the selfless service to go out, risk his life to get these medical supplies, bring them back to his fellow captives. One night he was caught. He was thrown in the hell box. It was a small hole in the jungle with bamboo across the top. He would get rainwater now and then. Robert Preston Taylor was in there for days and then for weeks. Finally, they pulled him out of the hell box and his fellow prisoners lifted him up. He was emaciated. He could barely stand up. But as is the case with caregivers often, pastors, chaplains, other types of caregivers, his fellow prisoners looked at him and they said with all earnestness, "Chaplain, do you have a good word for us?" Robert Preston Taylor was ready in season. He said very quickly, "Men, do not doubt in the dark what you believe in the light." Do not doubt in the dark what you believe in the light. The wisdom out of a man who had suffered that trauma and God had spoken to him very clearly. And isn't that true for all of us? Doesn't that summarize the resilience life cycle for all of us? Let's figure out what we think and what we believe in the light of day when the sun is shining brightly while we can prepare because the dark clouds will come. And when the dark clouds come, we want to have developed the right reflexes. We want to have invested in the ounce of prevention worth a pound of cure that will help us navigate those dark clouds.